Alright, so let's talk about Megami Ibon Roku Persona, which is the first Persona game released. It was released in Japan and the US in 1996. It was also the first Megami Tensei franchise game to be released in the US. It's known for its incredibly bad localization, where they pretty much set it in America and changed names and changed one character from Japanese to a stereotyped black person. But we'll see that later. This game was really influenced by Shin Megami Tensei If, which I mentioned before. It was a game that was heavily high school based in a realistic modern setting rather than the futuristic or whatever settings of the other Shin Megami Tensei games. The music, we all know him for Baby, 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 Baby. I never felt like.
We're doing karaoke after this.
So, music was composed by Shoji Meguro, who we all know from Persona 3 and 4 for making these awesome tracks that we can totally bust out to. And it's a pre-Final Fantasy VII RPG. I mean, I don't even know why I mentioned that game. So there's like no swords and sorcery, but it was really unique because it set in actually modern times, so you can actually connect to these high schoolers a lot more than some huge soldier dude with a huge sword or whatever. And they took, and so they took the first-person view from the Shin Megami Tensei games and pretty much used that same format. So it's a first-person like dungeon crawling basically.
Yeah, I'm just curious. How many of you actually played the first Persona?
This is
a lot more than usual.
Well, it was re-released for the PSP, so.
That's true. Okay.
Oh, if
How
you're
many of
counting
you have
that
played the original crappy translation?
Awesome. Pretty good. Give yourselves a hand. You don't need to actually, but just give it to yourself later.
Okay.
No, in private. I don't want to see your hands.
So, player characters. You have main character, also known as Naoya Todo in the manga. You might notice that a lot of these Persona games have tie-in mangas, and that's how we get like the pretty much official names for the main characters that way. Then you have Maki Sonamura, who is in the middle. Then you have Kei Nanja, who I mentioned before, that smug-looking dude wearing the glasses in the corner over there. You have Masao Inaba, that kid with the hat. You'll see what happened to him in English in the first localization. And you have Yariko Kirishima, or Ellie. She makes an appearance in Persona 2 as well. She's the one with like the purplish hair. You have Yuka Ayase, who's the airhead of the group. You have Reiji Kido, who's on the bottom, and he's rocking some massive abs. And then you have Yukino Mayazumi, who is the one looking over to the side. And she also makes an appearance in Persona 2.
Just like this.
So,
since you're looking at the camera, actually main character in that game has 3 different names because it has a novel and a drama CD. So they gave him different names every time.
Shut up.
There's like, there's Naoya Todo, then Yuya Narumi, and I think there's one other name for a main character. But let's go over this brief plot overview. Basically, you play as a student at St. Hermelin High School in Mikage-cho, and your classmate Maki is in the hospital for delusions and psychosis, basically. And while visiting her, strange things happen. Everything goes mad, and demons appear out of nowhere.
Your typical Saturday night in Japan.
Yeah. And well, you know that this town, there's this huge mysterious corporation, evil corporation, Sebek, led by Takahisa Kandori.
Your typical town.
Otherwise known as Guido Sardinia in the localization the first time, which is really weird. And he's influenced by this being Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos from H.P. Lovecraft. And who becomes his Persona Massacre, and there's more on this in Persona 2 because Nyarlathotep plays a much larger role. And well, you know that I'm not gonna spoil you guys. It's just a good game. You
love it, but we just don't want to spoil it. Not good kids.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about it. So, you know, the Persona Eyes has become kind of a meme lately. So, here's the Persona Eyes for Persona 1. You have
Courtesy of someone on DeviantArt, I'm sure.
more like Pixiv, but it's a Japanese like DeviantArt almost. But yeah, you have your respective arcana for each party member. Also, this game did not have social links. I'm sorry for you guys who like that. But it was more of a typical RPG with basic dungeon crawling and leveling. So let's talk about this localization. In Revelations Persona, what they wanted to do was make the game appeal to a more American audience. Because I guess they didn't think that the U.S. was ready for a game like Persona in its pure form. And they changed the character names and changed the character art so that they looked more Caucasian. Or in the case of Masao, Inaba, or Mark, they changed him into a African American.
Token black.
The setting for the game was moved from Mikage-cho to this random city called Lunar Vale. And in order to make it in time for the holiday release, which I don't even understand because they didn't even market this game at all at the time, they removed the entire Snow Queen quest, which was an entire ending and an entire other playable character in your party. And instead of keeping the Persona names as the mythological names, they came up with random, like, arbitrary names and gave them to the Personas. So the names of these, the work of Atlas was completely, like, wasted, and it's a slap in the face to them. In addition, since this is set in America, they changed yen into dollars, and they made it more casual, I guess, for Americans by lowering the encounter rate, but raising experience and money after battles. So, you have one of the more controversial screenshots of the game with Ellen, or Ellie, saying, "Roses are red, zombies are blue, but my face is white, so you know I'm true."
She had me at hello.
So let's go over the character art. Well, we have the main character on the top. The one on the right is the Japanese art. Well, my right, your left, right? Yeah. Okay. And so you have boy with the earring changed to boy with kind of a crappy haircut.
Great clips, $12.
And then you have Masao Inaba, aka Mark, turning into pretty much the stereotypical token black guy in the game.
You know, I think if they had kept the beanie, he would have come off a little more like gangster.
Really? For sure.
You've been like word up.
Okay.
Sorry if I offended you.
And then you have Ellen, or Ellie Kirishima, and you see that her hair color was changed to blonde, and the skin color was changed to be definitely more Caucasian. So, another weird thing about this game was that a major part of this game was going to this one Shinto shrine, the Shrine of the Butterfly, but I don't think that's common in just any generic white bread U.S. town. I don't know about that.
Actually, I live in a little town on the border of Wisconsin. We have a butterfly shrine.
Really?
They
Don't you mind? You live in Inaba with me.
Right. Yeah, not Antioch. Inaba. We go out to the bar sometimes.
Someone get me out of here. It's so dark in here.
You and I are the same.